We're a company that focuses on connecting people. While most other tech companies focus on how people interact with technology, we focus on building technology so people can interact with each other. One of the reasons I started Facebook was that at the time you could use the internet to find almost anything. Information, news, movies, music, shopping, except for the thing that matters most of all, people. Today, we are seen as a social media company. But in our DNA, we are a company that builds technology to connect people. And the Metaverse is the next frontier, just like social networking was when we got started. The Metaverse gives us an opportunity to change that if we build it well. But it's going to take all of us, creators, developers, companies of all sizes. Together, we can finally put people at the center of our technology and deliver an experience where we are present with each other. Together, we can create a more open platform with more ways to discover experiences and more interoperability between them. And together, we can unlock a massively bigger creative economy. I know the internet story isn't straightforward. Every chapter means new voices and new ideas, and yes, there will be challenges and risks and disruption of established interests. But there will also be opportunities and benefits that we can't even imagine yet. For connection, for creation, for learning, and joy. We'll all need to work together from the beginning to bring the best possible version of this future to life. A future where, with just a pair of glasses, you will be able to step beyond the physical world and into the kinds of experiences that we have talked about today. I've been thinking a lot about our identity as we begin this next chapter. Facebook is one of the most used products in the history of the world. It is an iconic social media brand. But increasingly, it just doesn't encompass everything that we do. Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, Quest, now Horizon, Nazare, and more. Building our social media apps will always be an important focus for us. But right now, our brand is so tightly linked to one product that it can't possibly represent everything that we're doing today, let alone in the future. Over time, I hope that we are seen as a Metaverse company. And I want to anchor our work and our identity on what we are building towards. We just announced that we are making a fundamental change to our company. We're now looking at and reporting on our business as two different segments. One for our family of apps, and one for our work on future platforms. And as part of this, it is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do. To reflect who we are and what we hope to build, I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands, they're not changing either. And we are still the company that designs technology around people. But now we have a new North Star to help bring the Metaverse to life. And we have a new name that reflects the full breadth of what we do and the future that we want to help build. From now on, we're going to be Metaverse first, not Facebook first. That means that over time, you won't need to use Facebook to use our other services. And as our new brand starts showing up in our products, I hope that people come to know the Meta brand and the future that we stand for. I used to love studying classics, and the word meta comes from the Greek word meaning beyond. For me, it symbolizes that there is always more to build. There's always a next chapter to the story. And for us, that's a story that started in a dorm and grew beyond anything we could imagine, into a family of apps that people use to find one another, to find their voice, to start businesses and communities and movements that have changed the world. I'm proud of what we've built so far and excited about what comes next as we move beyond what's possible today, beyond the constraints of screens, beyond the limits of distance and physics, and towards a future where everyone can be present with each other, create new opportunities, and experience new things. It's a future that is beyond any one company, that will be made by all of us. We have built things that have brought people together in new ways. We've learned a lot from struggling with social issues and living under closed platforms. And now it is time to take everything that we have learned and help build the next chapter. I am dedicating our energy to this more than any other company in the world. And if this is the future that you want to see, then I hope that you will join us. Because the future is going to be beyond anything we can imagine.
美国当地时间10月28日 ，Facebook 首席执行官马克·扎克伯格正式宣布 ，Facebook 将更名为 Meta。Facebook 一年一度的开发者大会 Connect 上，基本是马克·扎克伯格出演的元宇宙视觉秀，而大家最关心的自然是活动的最后，小扎终于宣布了他的 One More Thing，Facebook 将正式更名 Meta。Meta 为元宇宙单词Meta-verse 的前缀，用以描述公司在虚拟世界中工作和娱乐的愿景。在 Facebook Connect 年度大会上，扎克伯格表示，今天我们被视为一家社交媒体公司，但在我们的基因中，我们是一家构建技术以连接人们的公司，而元宇宙是下一个前沿，就像我们刚起步时的社交网络一样。Today we are seen as a social media company, he added.But in our DNA, we are a company that builds technology to connect people. And the Metaverse is the next frontier, just like social networking was when we got started. 扎克伯格表示，这个新名字反映了他建立元宇宙的雄心，而不是其社交媒体服，后者将继续成为脸书 Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, speaking at the company's live stream virtual and augmented reality conference, said the new name reflects his ambitions to build the Metaverse rather than his namesake social media service, which will continue to be called Facebook.Facebook 同时还宣布，该公司的股票代码将从12月1日起从 FB 更改为 MVRS。据说呀，元宇宙 Metaverse 一词最早来源于科幻大师尼尔·斯蒂芬森1992年的小说《雪崩》。元宇宙类似于一个虚拟世界，通过戴上耳机和 VR 眼镜就能找到连接终端，以虚拟身份的方式进入。The Metaverse is a term coined in the dystopian novel Snow Crash 3 decades ago that is now gaining a buzz in Silicon Valley. It generally refers to the idea of a shared virtual domain that can be accessed by people using different devices.不过呀，网友们对于还看不见摸不着的元宇宙并不关心，反而对于嘲讽新名字体现出极大的热情。据说是不到一天已经是段子新梗满天飞的局面。而在中国大陆呢，关于这个新名字 Meta 怎么读，网友们玩起了谐音梗，买它还是咩它？怎么读 Meta？ 摸兔买它。好家伙，把非死不可改成了咩它。关于 Facebook 公司新名字，你是怎么看的呢？欢迎留言分享。好，今天就说到这儿，我是 Lucy， 感谢大家的收看，我们下次节目再见。